Shit, look clean to me.
Holly made this beat, baby.
Hello. This is Vonnie and this is Keisha, and we're here with Kicking It with Keisha and Vonnie. And today on our show we have Mr. Lamont Jenkins, and he is a author. He has a taste of dash. He has a book coming out, The Root of Evil. So tell us something about this root of evil.
I always wanted to play a cop
Mm.
and get away, and I wrote it to that type of form. I just we get in, we get out.
So you're a dirty cop?
Well, it's gonna look dirty, but when you see the overall plot of it, I'm kind of like the good cop.
Okay.
Like at first you're gonna be like, oh my god, he's so goddamn right. But when you really see the overall, you might pray for me. But you know what? Why is he even in this? You know.
That as far as wanting to play a cop, did that come from growing up in Detroit and just seeing how the cops move in the city? Or did you grow up in Detroit?
I grew up in Detroit all my life. I like Miami Vice.
Okay.
You know, back in the day, you got Crockett, you got Tubbs, cool guys. You know, they don't even look like police officers. They were just cool, right there, nice little whip. You know,
Undercover.
Right. I always looked up to that, but I always wanted to be the person that was. If I was a cop, I wouldn't do dirty things. I wouldn't pretend to do my job.
Right.
But as far as entertainment level, I just wanted to help the bad guy.
Right.
And get away. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say damn presidents, it really pissed me off. No disrespect to the Hughes brothers, my master jackass, but why did they just didn't get away? They could have got away. So I wanted to describe something of getting away with the skill to where they can't catch up to. So it's not really being a bad cop, it's mainly just being on your P's and Q's.
Okay.
So if you can prevent a situation from happening, you will prevent it.
So you have some heart. That's what you're saying.
A lot
so
of
you
heart.
say you like Miami Vice. Is it like action packed? You know?
It's action.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of action. I actually filmed this in two different cities. I did Miami. Got a couple scenes in Miami. And got replaced with a couple scenes from Vegas.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's not all around all in Detroit, but it's mainly stationed in Detroit.
Okay. So you doing your own stunts?
Yeah, I thought I'd be MacGyver. Actually, this is I do train in MacGyver, and I'm still suffering from that scene.
Oh
wow.
Really?
You know, we get a little too old, we can't do cop with backward flips no more, so we have to do it how we can do it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's action packed. You know, this movie I mainly just want to get to the point of what's being looked at and what's being, you know, characterized in situations. You know, that's all we look at in these movies, especially being a native Detroit person coming out with movies. There's always guns, though. So I just said this gonna be my last movie like this.
Okay.
We're gonna transcend it to psychological thrillers, wake up the world. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on? Why is we might need to all be vegetarians?
So that's your next one?
Or the next one is a true story. It's called Melodrama. That's about a couple happily married in the internet game.
All right.
That's going to be released on my birthday next year. And tomorrow's my birthday.
Okay.
Okay, happy birthday.
And this has been one of my presents. You know, this is nice. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Glad to have you
Appreciate you
here.
coming. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
And you have something coming out on Sweetest Day of this year, right?
Yes, that's the roots of it with the cow.
The cup movie. Okay.
Yes.
So that's gonna be
Sweetest day, but it's not a love story though.
It's not love.
This is our day. You
Mhm.
guys got Valentine's Day. I said I want to drop a man's movie.
Oh man.
So my man, they can, hey, baby, come on. Let's go watch the movie. This is our day.
Okay.
Y'all want your roses and your candies. Person might just want to come watch the movie.
All right.
Now, how did you get into? Because most, like, Detroit, growing up in the city of Detroit, it's hard to find like somebody who grew up and wanted to get into like writing books, let alone like not reading them. So, how did you get into wanting to be an author or becoming an author? What put you on that path?
Actually, 10th grade, Miss McCurry, I had wrote a book report, and I was just playing with it. I didn't really go in because I rushed to do it. I was working too as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I had to like dibble and dab with it. But when I really sat down for that good couple hours and wrote the whole thesis out, she was like, "Wow, you need to do something."
Mm.
And she was an older teacher, so she said, whenever you get something creative, I want to go see it. It really brings tears to my eyes sometimes that she can't see in the first movie I did.
Right, she saw
You know,
that
the
talent.
book. Yeah, she actually gave me a push to do it.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's McCurry. Went to Cody 4 years. She was my 10th grade English teacher.
Mm.
Everyone thought she was so mean and harsh. She just said we wasn't coming with no substance. That's all she would have said. You guys not putting no substance with your words. You can say Jack went across the street, but you got to put in detail. His footsteps, how he walked, did he blink, did he shiver, was it raining?
Right.
Skip.
Detail inside
Right.
what you're spitting.
Did he
So,
fall?
like, did he fall? He just walked across the street. Did he almost get hit by a car? Did he flinch?
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's a part of being creative. So I like just putting that example because you do think, yeah, Jack walked across the street, but
That's it,
yeah,
that's
make
right.
it more detailed.
Get an E.
Jack had on the red shoes with the blue pants as the wind was
Yeah.
blowing.
It's like
Yeah,
you
the
got
Dodge
to put color.
car.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So tell us about the Taste of Dash.
Touch of Dash.
Touch of Dash.
I was founded actually my second year in college. Actually, I put that together right after my book got published, my first book, and it's me.
Mhm.
I don't want to be labeled as a rapper.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
We everything. You know what I'm saying? If you guys need me for anything, like I need you to put this together. I have connections to where anything can get done.
You can provide it.
Provide
to
it,
get to
yes.
it. Exactly. Access
Three
to
essential things. It's like a last guess.
That's
It
right.
Right.
Three.
It comes into play, yes.
Three
And
things.
it's applied. Because I actually, my career is a customer service advisor on how to keep your car maintained. Oh, I worked with your car.
Yeah.
And it's running. We keep it going. That's one of my main things that to generate my revenue. But the other two things is a touch of dash, which is we do graphic design, we do everything. We write, we can shoot a video, I can write you a song, we can do anything. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have that pull and people know about what you're doing, you're going to get something from it. And I'm mainly a creator, song arranger, writer. I do it all. I mean, like I said, I can get you a house if you want. Get you an engine, get anything you
Hey,
want.
you're a
But
jack of all trades.
all trades.
Hey, it's nothing
And
wrong with that.
I don't want to be just labeled, oh, this guy, he's 49, but he's a washed up. No. The music sounds better than it did back in 85. So, yes, we do everything, and we can get things properly.
It's interesting that you mentioned like all the different like things that you do, and it just seems like being a Detroiter, like it's something about being a hustler, being from Detroit, or just having that hustle in that hustle mentality. It's like we all feel like, yeah, I can work, but I need to have this on the side. Like we constantly looking for something to do. So it's I guess it's like a Detroit thing. We did have a guest that, he's doing multiple things. So when you see that, it's like, okay, that's what Detroiters do. We hustle
Yes.
for what we want, and get into we all I can do that. I can do hair on the side, I can do nails, I can.
Detroit hustle harder.
Detroit
Okay.
hustle hard. Right. So it's just nice to see that, like, our black men being able to pursue different things out of the norm as opposed to, it used to be
A stereotype.
mm-hmm,
No stereotypes anymore.
It was more
Rose
fear
above
of.
that.
mm-hmm,
There's more fear of what they don't understand about
Yeah.
the black man. And nowadays, a black man in power is the most feared.
mm-hmm.
That's why they try to do things to the black man in power to bring that black man from power. And they do things inside the black man's life to change him up, to make him look ignorant enough to fall back on what he has already created. You know, I'm a good fan of Kanye West. I'm a good fan. I grew up as a mentor. Bill Cosby was a mentor.
Yes.
You know, we all probably made babies off of our family. It's just sad
Those were household
when you
names.
when you get to a rise of power, what they do to you. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things I don't agree with any of these guys have done. If they true, if it's not something fictitiously put together to make them look bad.
Right.
If politics got involved with it, like what Bill Cosby, was it politics? Or was it something really real? Because I remember I was like 16 years old, just watching the news. Bill Cosby was giving degrees away at Morehouse,
Yes.
giving speeches.
Yes.
Very influential. How does this guy go from doing this and now he got his money way upper
Right.
to get CBS, which would have been a branch for all of us. That's a nationwide unit. This show could be on CBS somewhere, with sponsors giving us royalties from all type of sources,
Right.
to where we ain't even got to work on that.
Right.
But
That's the goal.
it's just sad how they break that down and just like try to devour us and break us down to that. You know, and I just really think that for a black man that's on the rise of power, be conscious of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You make God make sure your past is your past. And if it was too bad, still pray on it that it don't come back up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But always keep a level head.
Yes.
You know, just a lot of stuff. Just like with the corona, and that's why I want to change my movies from this stereotype of drugs, killing, sex, to where we need to pay attention. Now you gotta look at, okay, we got all this money from Donald Trump. 2 years straight. Well, some people. How many people want a generator for their house? They only cost $1,000.
Exactly.
When your power's going out tremendously now.
And then we had all these power outages and everybody.
DC don't care about you. They give you $35
Yes.
for $200, $300 worth of food in your deep freezer and throwing away.
It's not even worth filling out the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's taking my time. Take too much time to fill out the paperwork.
We need a grocery list to give to them that they need to go out and fill.
Yes.
Throw it right on my door. This is what was messed up. I need it back. But they're not doing that. They're not. The business is not. It wasn't arranged for that. It was arranged for us to lose all our food, starve, or work harder to fill it back up, or get a generator to keep it consoled.
Yes. We don't think of things like that.
And then we
we're
suffer.
not taught. We're not taught that either. So some things, if you don't see it or you're not taught that, it never comes to mind. So it's a lot of things that, we know now that we need to start trying to instill in our children. Just like now we see the importance of money management. We see that what they've been teaching them in schools is not, the things that they really need to survive. Some of the stuff that they're calling the education is, whitewash stories.
Yes.
And, now it's a new way of doing math. And, everybody's child has ADHD. Every black child is, so it's always something. And that may come from, a certain age group. You never know what they're putting in, like the Infamil, the Similac. We're giving it to our babies,
That was so deep you say that. Say that, Troy. When I was in school, I never heard of ADHD. Never.
Exactly.
I hear it now in every other conversation.
Because we got whooped. It was nothing
It was
else.
different.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You
did
go to
something,
school,
you
you
got your ass whooped, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? You act right.
It wasn't nothing to where you see some failure to a discipline.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right, but it is so common. I did not hear this back in the 80s, in the 90s when I was in school. I was like, this is new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man, that's deep.
Yeah, and just like our young men, we're taught slave, how we were slaves at a young age. So you're already feeling inferior by the education system when you're growing up. You're taught, your people went through this. They were slaves. They were stupid. We did this. We beat them. They had to fight for their rights. You know what I'm saying? So as a young
Who's to say
boy,
that was fake? I think that was fictional too.
mm,
Because we don't even see no slave boats like
another
Pearl Harbor.
conspiracy.
But they're trying to take it out of the books anyway.
Now they want to
Saying
take it
they're
out of the
trying to take it out.
books.
They want to
So
make it
was it
seem
even
like it
true?
never existed.
Exactly.
Yeah, y'all just came over to people's turf. See, black people, we was chilling. Okay, gold, blinging. We had bow and arrows and darts and
And
shit.
we are kings
We
and
didn't have no
queens over
guns.
there. Don't forget that. Still, they never
We didn't
showed
have-
the
we
kings
didn't have
and
that heat.
queens that are black. That were black then, that are
Mm.
still black now. They have Nigerian princes, and they have a
Right.
black princess Keisha, the model that just married the Nigerian prince. Like, they don't glamorize that for our boys and girls. We start the movement, Black Girl Magic, but these are things that should have been taking place.
Yeah.
We should have been hearing about
It's
these
always
things
been
as
magical.
kids.
You know, it didn't just become black girl magic. It's been magical. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they didn't want
Yeah.
us to know that Egypt was in Africa. They always made it seem like it was separate. We grow up like you want to go to Egypt, but you never thought about it being Africa because they always try to make it separate from that. And it's like you grow up and find that out, and you just like, well, dang, you start putting two and two together. Now a lot of the white children are going home because we're so blended now, and they're telling their parents like, you're a racist. You did this, and now they like, oh no, we need to get this out of the schools now.
Right.
Technology, things changing. People are being more empathetic to seeing people being hurt on TV and things like that, and they're feeling for us. So it's unfortunate that we have to go through things being videotaped now. It's always happened, but now with technology, you see
It's
it.
right
You
on
say,
site now.
it's right on site. They still have sundown towns. They talk about traveling that. Is it Highway 52 or there's some highway you can take all the way to California, some scenic route, but it's got like sundown towns. If you get caught after 6 o'clock or after the sun go down and you black, you better be careful because you might not make it out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is still
one in interest maze and not returning. I know.
exactly. So and they have like the things like you see in the movies, like the cannibal movies and stuff like that. Like those things exist. So you just
It's
have
crazy
to
that
be
those
careful.
things still exist.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
unfortunately.
But we see it every
They
day.
exist.
We see it every day.
It's just we haven't really took the time to really research it.
Right.
Not saying they come around Detroit like that, but the way it's planned on being, it may get like that. That's why it's everybody don't understand that a lot of people is getting ready for the pre-last day. That's what my grandmama said.
Think about the
She's
religious
like, boy,
aspect.
I may not be here for the last days when God come, but it's going to be. We not gonna see. We not gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
Our grandchildren, they might not see it, but it's going to come. When it comes, it's going to be something totally. We're gonna be looking over it like, yep, we already gonna know what it is. We already up to it. Then we look it down like, okay. Now that's another move I want to make. To what is it on the other side?
As far as afterlife.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I'm researching.
It's
It's not that I'm not. This probably be another couple years from now, but I'm doing research on that now. So I want to be direct. Just like I did, Ghost. You remember Ghost?
Yeah.
I really think whoever wrote that movie did some research of
Afterlife and seeing
afterlife,
things
because
that
it
happen.
made it like, wow, you can feel the spirit, and that's what we've been taught and raised them knowing that's gonna always exist even when we go.
I believe we are spiritual beings having a physical experience here on Earth. So our energy, once it's here, is just transferred to
It's just something else.
back to where,
But not to go religion. I know we gonna.
yeah, it's like we,
But
I get it. Yeah, and you know, right now they're getting ready to do that revitalization initiative on it's on Dexter from Davison to Webb. They're going to put like $27 million into doing something with the rec center, putting like little businesses and things like that all through that area,
It's
and
good.
probably
They
try
just
to.
said look like
That's
a
really
ghost town over
nice.
there. It really needs to be uplifted.
In the Russell Woods, they're probably going to try and price some people out of their homes too, like they've been doing downtown with the apartments and turning them into condos, making the rent so high people can't afford it. Then
Yeah,
it's a
what they're
condo.
doing is they bring in, I want to say, they bring him in, and when you going to the suburbs,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's why you look at now they doing the ghetto, they put the ghetto together.
Yeah.
Because they want to be in the
They
ghetto.
want to be there.
Exactly.
It's not gonna be the
It's
ghetto
not
no
the
more.
ghetto, though, you know
What's
what I'm
that?
Right.
It's not
You
the
stand
ghetto.
over there
You
in
know
the
what I'm
lift
saying?
or whatever.
That's what it used to be. And it's
You go downtown to Bell House now. We can't go there. We can't sit on Bell House next to it, but we
Right.
can't do that no more. Those state boys like
Mm.
they see all nationalities down there, bro.
everybody. It's all
It's
mixed.
different.
You know
It
what I'm
ain't
saying?
back in the
So,
nineties. You go down
see,
there.
walking the dogs, riding the bikes, everything.
It's everything
you know?
down there. Those state boys is deep.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's what you got.
So, got some hot seat questions for you. I say they not that deep, not that hot, just some.
So, are you in a relationship?
Plead the
Situation
fifth, or-
ship? You know what I'm saying?
Next
No, I'm not.
question. No.
No, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in a
Okay.
relationship. I'm single.
Okay.
Now, if you were in a relationship, do you feel like social media is something that you would want to be a part of your relationship as far as being friends with them and seeing what they post daily, what you post daily? Do you think that would be a problem in a relationship? Some people choose to not be friends on social media, and some people do. So, what would be your take on that?
Well, it's not me. Because I know people, like, I know you beautiful lady. So, if I was in a relationship with somebody who was insecure, they see like your picture. That's insecurity. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not me. I don't care. Oh, Ben Vereen from high school, he'd like your ass. Okay, all right, okay. Just don't sweat me about it. But that's stupid.
But the
I like
kind
it,
of
I like it.
business that you're in, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have women all the time in your circle. I mean, you make movies, you write books. I mean, you do so many things. You know what I'm saying? So that should never be a problem. You could never be with somebody who is insecure. You know, because I mean, it wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Unless
need
you
some
like
security
drama,
forms
you
with that
know.
woman because that's, I'm everywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not everywhere with it, you know what I'm saying, relationship wise and loving wise, because everywhere with it, trying to grind and keep my thing going with my, occupation and skills of my writing career, as far as like Facebook, I don't mind. You want to date me, you want to see, but don't get mad if you see me. Like, I took pictures of that beautiful lady. I went to Casey. Let's say Casey, Casey show.
Right.
Y'all bad.
Oh my God.
Let's see, sleeping with nobody. They running up business. But yeah, I would. If a person is insecure, I don't care. I'm not insecure. I'm everywhere. So.
Self-esteem, not esteem. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What the hell? So you actively dating?
I ain't gonna say all that. I'm too much in them. I'm too much trying to get everything fulfilled.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes when you put a main thing that's not really on the rise that you own, it doesn't rotate the same way.
Right.
I'm trying to put bread. I'm trying to make sure a lot of stuff is secure with my family, my kids.
Okay.
And I'm not really trying to deal with somebody else. He makes movies, girl. He got that bread. We got money. And if we come together, we can build money.
Right.
Right.
Well, as far as, I'm I'm still only at the mountaintop.
You know, they say it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's the gamble. I want to take that gamble back.
Alright. Boxers or briefs?
Braves.
Briefs. Okay. Favorite sexual position?
In love?
Didn't think
I
about
like
that.
I like that. Nobody ever says that.
Right.
In love, I'm a pleaser.
Nobody ever says
In love,
that.
I'm a pleaser.
Okay.
I just haven't been in love in so long. But in love, I'm a pleaser. I'm a 69 type cat. You can do that.
In love.
Oh,
Okay.
In love.
And not in love.
In love, we basically playing things driving.
Plain Jane.
Which means I have to get to that sporadic outlook and burst
Oh,
to
okay.
get that. But every now and then, they, deuces.
Well, damn.
I mean, not saying it like that, but
I like that.
it all depends on what the gesture is and what the vibe is. Vibe in up here.
You never hear about love anymore. They don't even hardly make me love songs anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be in love. Like, oh my God. And when your heart breaks, get some songs to sing. Now it's like.
Love, we get that freaky sensation back in your life. You date me, but I have to get to that point.
You got to get to that point.
That point, it takes a lot of ladder climbing to get up to.
Okay. A lot of climbing,
A lot of
ladies.
climbing. Because I'm climbing with you to the top.
Okay. Climbing. Trying to get that climax at the top, right?
Alright. And what are you looking for in a woman?
Understanding, honesty, trust.
Trust.
Like, trust is, it's a college term. We have to study that. Just like they just asked me a couple minutes ago about the Facebook. When, you know what, I'll call you back. I'm actually writing on this chapter that's really good right now, and you're not taking me away from it.
Distract.
Too much. Yeah, you distracted me. Who's the short one? Yeah, that's them stars. They might ask me for an interview, and I might get $1 million on that one.
Right.
So, no, I need peace. I was in a 20-year relationship with my kid's mother, and the fame, with the start of fame, and not non-support broke me from being the man I was supposed to.
Never.
What I know now is,
After 20 years, 20 years, no more.
I got down. I think the boys in there, they got down a little bit and tried to, reconcile everything. But sometimes you get to the race too late. You got the speed. I can go ahead. I can do the Jesse on it. But it's too late. You ready? It's too late. We're not going to even see your talent because you bullshitted so long getting there
That's real.
that we can't even see your overall.
Hey.
Whatever your drive was now, it's not. It wasn't. If it was then, we wouldn't be discussing it. So now it's too late. So.
Okay. Alright. Well, we want to thank you, Lamont, for coming on the show, giving
Thanks
us
for
a
having me.
insight. Was on the touch of Dash. Okay. And then when is your movie coming out again?
Sweetest day, fellas. This is our day. Give them women their Valentine's Day, but I just passed them. And Valentine's Day, this is our day. Step up. Come see your man. Show up or show out. Make some sense with this city life and all the careers that we got with this crime form. To get rid of crime, to keep everything more positive. The Roots of Evil, star written by me, Lamont Jenkins. And I got, it's just a surprise thing that's in there. So.
Looking forward to seeing that.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. So you guys are going to have to check that out. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Good night.
Hello. See you next time. That's what you gotta know.